Missed out on breakfast? Fret not. It's never too late to grab a bite.
All right, guys, we're going to talk about a psychotherapy technique. It's a self-help method called tapping, which involves using the fingertips to perform acupressure while countering negative emotions with breathing exercises and positive affirmations. And this has elicited some eye rolls from some mental health professionals for various reasons. I'll get into why that is. But first and foremost, any other forms of psychotherapy that you guys have engaged in? Talk therapy, in other words.
Talk therapy, yeah. I have attended some therapy sessions when I was a little younger. It's been a while. And I have been very interested in couples therapy because I think there's this misconception that usually when a couple goes to therapy together, it's to address something that's wrong. But actually, I had done a lot of research that showed that it shouldn't be something that you do because something needs fixing. You do it just to grease the wheels, just to keep the engines running well. Nothing has to be wrong in order for you to go to couples therapy.
Absolutely.
So I was looking at that,
Yeah, I think talking helps. So this comes from my experience chatting with my wife. So before the chat, I was thinking, it's not going to help much. But after talking things out loud, laying it on the table, I think there's this process like it's going through in your head that helps you to unpack stuff or just work through the pros and cons. I think the talking helps, even though on the surface, at least, it doesn't seem like you're getting any solutions, but I think the process is quite cathartic.
I think so. This technique involves a little bit more physical contact than talking. It's also known as the emotional freedom technique, or E.F.T, and it has attracted a devoted following and become a big business. So it actually falls under the umbrella of energy psychology, and it originated from a technique called thought field therapy developed by a psychologist in the 1980s. Now, he conceived of it while working with a patient who had a severe phobia of water. All right?
Hold on. A phobia of water?
Yes. My mom has one, by the way.
Like, you don't like drinking it? You don't like...
I think being in the water.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Which this particular psychologist tried to treat in various ways, including exposure therapy by the pool. One day when the patient complained that just looking at the water gave her a stomach ache, the psychologist told her to tap firmly under her eye, an area he knew to be associated with the stomach meridian in traditional Chinese medicine. Now, according to the doctor, after 2 minutes of tapping, the patient declared her stomach ache had disappeared, along with her fear of the water.
What?
He developed thought field therapy from there, contending that some patients required a series of acupressure points to be touched in a specific order.
Okay. So when it comes to this mental tapping, you're saying that you just use your fingertips and you just touch different points of your face.
Exactly. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. So just tapping somewhere in your body solves your problems, basically.
Yes, I think it needs to be with someone who is accredited and knows what they're doing.
I think I have been to some TCM people where they believe that if you massage your feet, different points can, like, this is good for your heart, this is good for your lungs.
I've always been skeptical
really?
about that.
Yeah, well, you're not alone, Ryan, because thought field therapy was discredited by psychology experts, in part because there isn't a way to measure energy meridians, nor any evidence that proves they exist. But in the 90s, a Stanford graduate rebranded the technique, creating a simplified version called E.F.T, and proponents suggest that tapping not only relieves stress and anxiety, but can also improve symptoms of depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, addiction, and chronic pain, among other maladies. Does it work? So research that claims to highlight the effectiveness of E.F.T has been riddled by conflicts of interest, small sample sizes, statistical errors, and a lack of rigor. For these reasons, prominent members of the American Psychological Association have said that the push to popularize E.F.T is based on pseudoscience. And they say when you really look at the evidence, it falls apart.
Ah, okay.
I can get behind that because I'm thinking my skeptical hat on.
Yes.
If you're tapping for 2 minutes, you're going through a bit of a meditative zone. So you're kind of in the zone and then everything else is like blocked off. So it helps you to just, I guess, feel better.
Yep.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If all you have to do is to follow some steps, be mindful, tap your face, that is low intensity enough for me to just do it? What's the harm of doing it?
Yeah, there's no downside really.
Yeah, if that's supposed to help with my anxiety, my depression, that's easy enough to do where even if it doesn't work, what's the harm?
I think the risk comes with you hearing of success cases and then expecting that to apply to you.
And then you don't feel that.
And then feeling disappointed if that doesn't happen.
Or to the extreme that you just bank everything on it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, despite the lackluster evidence, some patients and therapists insist that tapping truly helps. So it doesn't, according to one particular individual, replace existing best practices for treating PTSD, depression, addictions, or other serious conditions, but it can make those treatments more effective. Okay. So it can be supplementary. One psychotherapist said she found tapping could provide quick benefits, including a calmer, clearer mind. She decided to become certified in the technique because she wanted to give her clients an alternative when methods offered by other therapists, like cognitive behavioral therapy, didn't produce the desired results. So providing an alternative treatment can indeed be useful to patients, but some have also questioned whether it was ethical to do so in the absence of rigorous scientific evidence. Whichever side of the fence you stand on, I don't think, to Audrey's point, it would do you any harm to give it a try.
Yeah, I'm just going to tap away now.
Yeah, and I guess it's time for us to tap out of Breakfast Bites.